Again from Florida Zone 10A, and I am here eating watermelon from my garden. Good morning, Nesties. It's Netta from Florida Zone 10A. How's everybody doing? It is a wonderful June 1st morning. We've had another storm that has come through, and I think I told you guys on my June 1st no fertilizer ban update that starting in June we start getting rain like every day. So I tried to stay up last night to make sure, I'm trying to put my boots on to make sure that I turned the sprinklers off this morning. My husband was like, "Did you hear the storm last night?" I heard it, but I said, okay, but I want to make sure I get up and turn the sprinklers off because I don't want the sprinklers to come on top of all that rain we had. And of course, I stayed up, and then what did I do? I fell asleep. So I'm going to go out here and do some inventory. It will, as I do my inventory, I'll just make it like a June 1st garden update, even though I have a end of May update. But we're gonna see, because as I was walking out here, I noticed that my zucchini was laying to the side, and I don't think that's a heavy rain laying to the side. That looked like a we bit the dust laying to the side. So I'm gonna check all that out. And plus I had some babies over here. I'm trying to skate up. Let me get my reach camera. I have my little one. I need to go find it. Gosh, I'm always tearing something up. There we go. So get this so that we can pay attention, and we'll go from there. Nesties. All right, guys. Two things. And somebody had commented, what will I do about fertilizing my plants? I have my compost tea, and plus I do have fertilizer that I purchased, but I just have to be very, very mindful when I do fertilize. So a couple things that need to happen in the garden today. I'm going to walk through and do inventory. I'm going to pull weeds that's necessary. Of course, I have another abundance of habanero peppers, banana peppers. I see my paprika peppers. I see my eggplant, and I see some jalapeno peppers. And plus, I know I have a couple peppers around the corner here that I need to harvest. And also, my moringa tree fell. I need to harvest the leaf, not the tree, but a limb fell. I'm going to harvest those leaves and get those dried out and make sure that my baby has plenty of them to take with her back to Tallahassee. And we're going to go from there, Nesties. All right, guys, you hold tight. We're going to get some things done this morning. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't have my watch on. But I'll be back. Hold tight. I've got it started. I've picked two. I keep calling those Cubanelles, but maybe those pepperonis. I'm not really sure. My grape tree, I want to make sure that it was vining right, but it's gonna vine all on the crepe myrtle and wrap back around, which is fine. I'm gonna pick a couple of these Scotch bonnets. And then they're nice and orange. I don't know what color they're supposed to turn. There's another orange in there. There was a fuzzy something in there, a caterpillar, that I don't really want to end up touching. Now, you know what? I'm going to change this glove because I hear these Scotch bonnets ain't nothing to be played with. Can't see I got my new basket. Let me change this glove right quick. I can kind of smell that through the glove too. I'm glad I did change that glove, because all I need is to touch that something and then my eye, baby. So this is I see that I got some germination. That is a, I don't know what it is. There's some more germination right here. So, all right, stuff is growing. I do know I had a couple blackberries over here I wanted to collect. I can make honey some oatmeal, and these will be perfect. He picked them up 2 watermelons yesterday. My daughter's like, why are you buying watermelon when mama has a watermelon in the refrigerator? He wants watermelon right now. He didn't want to wait and see if my watermelon. Oh. I think I saw another one over here. I know I did. Oh, there's one that's halfway. What's going on with you? I don't know what's going on with this one. But I think there it is. What I'm definitely going to go and do is go and take these Scotch bonnets out of here. This is my moringa. It's been down for 2 days. I really have to harvest these leaves before I miss my window of opportunity. I'll get all that done in a little bit. Now I'll put them Scotch bonnets in a container. I've been cutting the umbilical cord on my strawberries to see if they're taken, and they have. I killed the snail in here one time before. He's still in there because he's still eating on my I have some jalapeno peppers in here. For some reason, I think these are the jumbos, so I'm going to wait, see if they're going to get any bigger. This has gotten healthy again. I'm glad. I did put that watermelon up there. I'm going to let it sit there for a little while, and then I'm going to take it out and get it in the ground. There's another one. I did put a watermelon in each pocket, and they're also stuff in every one of these pockets, but for some reason nothing wants to grow. That's in there doing fine. This right here, those are my mini yellow bell peppers, which is fine. That is a squash that was in there. That was a bell pepper that I thought was dead, but another leaf is trying to pop up on there. This is nice and saturated from all the rain. Then there's a mushroom. Alrighty, let's start out here, because I see some damage. I'm gonna have to, well, maybe that'll be okay. I'm not really sure what is going on in here. I was hoping that all these were gonna be fertilized and that I can pull them. I don't know. Something's up. Besides all the dirt that grass is trying to grow. I don't see any. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody got me. There it is. I was wondering when it was going to happen. Yeah, they got me. They got me. Let's see if I can get a picture of that. It's all rotted. That is why they're not growing. There's a snail. He invited himself to the party. Ain't nobody invite you here. I was wondering when they were going to get me. That just kind of broke right in half. That's why they weren't growing. I'm sure it's in there somewhere, but it just kind of broke right off. So I'm just going to take the little ones. I was wondering what was going on. I said, these things are not growing. They were flowering, and then that was it. Let's get this out here in the basket. Yeah, you kind of know it when you look at it. Yeah. And so same thing with this one right here. I see all that spittle on this side right here. And these are trying to hang on over here. I'll let them stay. Maybe another connection will grow right here. And maybe those, but they're not growing. Yeah. So if it's over here, more than likely, it's hit that one too. But I see the spittle. The stuff that, let me show you. See? See, he's up in there. Piece of shit. And that's why I kept getting all the zucchini. But it's like, okay, y'all gonna grow? What you doing? I feel like being mean and going to get my syringe and squirt my BT in there. Same thing. I'm wondering what's going on in here. They're not developing, and I wonder if it has got me down there, up under there somewhere. Alright, gotta put this camera down. And I gotta put this basket down because I have to go and investigate. I'll be back. Well, it's the summertime. Yeah, eating my eggplant. I did find some peas over there. These are those peas with those big purple. I can't wait to cook a pot of those. Even though I got enough of seeds to cook a pot of them, but I want to grow them. So those are all ready. Got some banana peppers. My bell pepper has some sun skull, jalapeno, my blackberries. So not much. I'm going to go ahead and harvest my moringa. You saw what was going on with I pulled out 2 zucchini. One, I'm happy to see that there's no nematode in there. I pulled that out because it was just both limbs had vine borer. It's just fine. It was pretty. I'm excited because I came over here and my little peanut has grown. So I'm glad. And look at there. There's another one. Y'all see it? Woohoo. I don't know what you are. We're going to see if you have taken. And that's like 4 of them up under there. And there's another little one. I don't know if these are cantaloupe. or watermelon, because I don't know what all survived. This mess over here, hopefully that one's growing. Oh, I smell chip. I did some succession planting, and hopefully the ones that I put down there, they'll catch and they'll start to grow. As far as that, I'm worried about the tomato. Waiting for my mangoes. I really need to cut back this lemongrass. There's a watermelon in there growing. It was growing out, but I tucked it back over there. And it looks like since I've tucked it back over there, it's starting to brown over here. I have this one over here that's growing. That one over there, I had to redirect her. Uh-oh. I don't see any fruit on my grapefruit. I always forget about my sugar cane. I haven't seen a hummingbird yet. I'm not going to pick my paprika peppers yet, but I did pick one of the bell peppers that was sun-scald and an eggplant that was done. There it is right there. This, I can already see this is going to be a hot mess. So I don't know. You better give me some good beans or you're not going to be welcome back next year. I'm growing this crazy. If so, you're going to need your own space because you off the chain, baby. Nothing as far as going over here but grass. And I'm always picking it out. I looked at my peppers up under there. I think something's eating that one. I'm going to have to spray some Nemo this time. And those aren't doing anything. That's just a dirt pile. Looks like a pepper has fallen in there. Papaya is growing. And the last thing for me to do is harvest my habaneros. This baby here is impressive. Oh, it's a green bean. Must have self-seeded somehow. Strawberries still hanging in there. I have zinnias popping up everywhere. Mint is doing absolutely fabulous. It's spearmint, sweet mint, peppermint, and chocolate mint in here. This is ginger. And some wildflowers. These over here, I'm trying to keep these up there in flower lane there. More eggplant are coming. Cucumbers are still doing fine. I got my beans from over there. My lilies are doing great. I pulled up sunflower and put it right there and took it out of there because I know they can be quite invasive, and from listening to everybody, they release a chemical that would inhibit some stuff from growing. Some people say they have success, some people say they don't, but anyhow, since the cucumbers are doing fine, I'm only going to leave one sunflower here, and considering how this one was crooked over like an arm and has sat itself up, I'm going to leave her alone. I have all my purple basil coming up, some zinnias, volunteer tomatoes everywhere. This is the bigger one. It's not looking so good. I'm not worried about it, but this is definitely zinnia, a nice beautiful flower patch here. Those little flowers there are just so pretty. Mangoes hanging way right here. Can't wait for them to grow. Hopefully they get bigger. So the last task for me to do is go ahead and harvest moringa leaves and clean up all the zucchini and go from there. I guess I'm just gonna call this after the rain. Look at me sweating and ain't no sun out. This is just the after the rain series. See how things are. Oh, well, welcome. That's a bell. Oh, you are a big one too. Look at that. Well, welcome. Hopefully you stay in there. Let's finish this cleanup and just get everything ready for tomorrow's storm. All right, Nesties, thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for allowing me into your home. And you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful we get another month. And that's these. Just a little peek of my morning breakfast. I just had a couple very tart blackberries, but they were mine. And
varieties of yellow growing in here, and actually they still look
this is
really,
from
really
the garden.
good. There were a few pockets
Got my
that
fork.
didn't germinate very
It's
well.
nice and cold.
I believe it was the Cherokee
And we're
wax
eating.
beans
All right,
that
guys.
didn't germinate very well, but I replaced them with 2 more varieties of yellow wax beans.
Try not to drop it.
My beans and my family. My mom
That's
says, I don't know
good.
what anything tastes like because you're always mixing it all together.